What's going on, guys? How y'all doing? It's Uncle Muscles. I'm going to show you guys today how to do refining. I did a video recently on reforgeries and how to basically clean up your inventory and increase your Chimeraland Meridian power. I guess first I should say, don't forget to hit the like and sub button. That does really help out. Chimeraland community has been really helpful to me. Also, check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/UncleMuscles. That's where I am primarily at. And I guess I'll just start off with this too. Sorry, I'm just going around in a circle here while I'm trying to think of things to say. And that's pretty much it. The support's really been awesome. Chimeraland community's been really cool. Anyway. Refining. Right. I have all of my essence in a box somewhere. And I'm not going to tell you where that box is. I'm just going to show you what's inside of it. No, for real, though. I have all my essence in a box. I kind of recommend you do the same. If you notice, I think it's under consumables, right? That's what these little, they almost look like teardrops or just little droplets of, like, candy corn, candy. It looks like candy. It looks like a bunch of candy in your inventory. That stuff. That is, I call it, oh, it is. It's elemental essence. It's called essence. It's called elemental essence. Alright, guys, and every time you reprocess any of those, or sorry, every time you smelt down one of those weapons or equipment that you don't want, it'll give you some elemental essence worth a certain amount of that essence type. So this one, for example, is 2,500 water elemental essence. Wow. Probably got that from an earring or a ring or something, or maybe a mask, I forget. I believe that comes from equipment. And then also, like, the fire. That comes from, like, loots or pipas and staffs and tranquil fans. Things of that nature. Certain types of melee special weapons. Wood, right? There's also wood. That's celestial metal. I don't know which one that is. But wood. Wood comes from your crossbows and things of that nature. If you ever have a question about what type of material the item is going to give you, you can just press the item info, and then this one will give you 2,000 fire if you process it. Now, that being said, I wouldn't recommend just go ahead and smelting down all of your unsold divine cudgels. Those seem to be worth a lot of money. So you got to be careful. Once again, I showed you guys in the video previously, the one I just did, what you want to be looking out for. But now that we've refined all of our stuff, we finally got some inventory slots opened up, I think, right? Yeah, we got quite a bit going on here. Now we can actually do the refining with all that essence that we got. Now, refining is actually pretty cool. I actually got my most recent pipa doing refinement, and in reality, I'm so glad that it's not so loud anymore. Holy damn, it was so loud before with that freaking cauldron there. You really can get some really nice items, and I do believe this is the, like, higher tier meta of the game currently, right? Like, we have a problem on our server where it's like we have people that used to play on the SCA server, and they are very good. They understand the meta, they understand what to grind very quickly, plus they're infusing a lot of amber into their accounts, so it's very difficult to keep up with them. However, that being said, especially if you're a free-to-play player and you're trying to look for and you're one of the more patient types, if you're just grinding all your materials, and like me, you just hoard, you don't really know what to do with stuff, so you just let it sit there and wait until you actually know what the market play is, until you understand the actual meta of that item. Just let it sit there. If you're one of those people, you're in luck. You can tear down all that stuff, you can get the essence from it, and then you can take it and make it into better weapons. Now, I'm going to just backtrack real quickly. Sorry, once again, this is going to be one of my long-winded type of all-over-the-place videos. You guys know how it is, but at least I get to show you the process, my thinking process as it's going on. So hopefully this helps you guys out. I really do appreciate it. And if you guys have any questions, don't forget, comment below. I like interacting with you guys, so that's pretty awesome, to be honest. Okay, anyway, what I want to show you guys, oh my god, that noise. In your life skills, right, you have refining. Now, my life skills, I'm just under 24. Refining, when it reaches 24, you get superb refiner. I'd like to get it to level 6, obviously, but level 5 is just as good. Each one of these levels you get in refining. And now also keep in mind, every time you do refining, you get refining power, but also every time you craft an item, you get refining. So if you have any designs in your inventory, this also goes to that. That whenever you refine those items, or whenever you craft those items, or fuse, as they say, that's part of your refining skill. So don't forget that, guys. I think I'll be able to show you an example. I actually did a bunch yesterday, so I might not have any. Anyway, refining study. This is what you want to get up as fast as possible. It takes a while to refine unless you have a lot of resources. But whatever you craft, nothing goes to waste. Don't worry about spending resources. You're always just... I've realized this. I was trying to figure this out. This is one of the first questions I had in the game. It was, what is the value of essence? I lost it. It's over here, isn't it? Yes. How much is this worth? How do I know how much an item is worth? This is what all the game... I kept asking, how do I know? You can't distribute these, right? How do I know how much this is actually worth? The reality is, one celestial metal is worth one celestial metal. All right, so, the game kind of revolves around this currency. Being able to refine your goods and crack everything back down into celestial metal or the thunderwood or rich earth, whatever it is, that's the meta. That's my opinion. I could be wrong about this, but for one, it's easily to transfer items. Let's just say, for example, everybody gave one character all of their blue items, right? One person all their blue items. That person was able to then refine everything down and then resell purple items that you can potentially get from doing refining back on the market for very, very low prices to their friends. As long as one person has their refining all the way up to max level, it'd be very easy to get those yellow items, right? So that's something to consider. Now, you have similar things like in EVE Online or Albion Online. When you do a lot of crafting, or if you take a lot of time on your skill queue to invest in that, you'll end up having a higher efficiency rate when you're crafting. That's kind of what this is in the game. I don't think it's really been explored like that, but in all fairness, I do believe that this is the higher level crafting meta, is understanding the essence and how to use it, right? Now, you want to be able to craft yellows. Like I said, if you go back in your life skills again, real quickly, just to review here, life skills, right? Refining, the higher level refining study you have, the higher level items you'll be able to create, to be able to refine. Also, really quickly, in the refining skills, there's a secondary option here. You have a probability of increasing the amount of ticks that you get on your refiner. They're called stars, and those basically just signify your ability to create a higher tier item outside of that range of refining or crafting. Excuse me. Now, this is a little weird, to be honest, because you can get higher level items lower down with the amount of stars. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. This is not really going to make a lot of sense for a second, but you can actually get this is a good skill. You want to train this up really as high as possible, as soon as possible. But in reality, it's still very unclear to me, and I've done a lot of refining at this point. When this really starts to kick in better than it not having been activated, because there's times where you create really good items lower down in your amount of stars created. But the idea is that once you get I think it's 10 or 12 stars, then you process a higher tier item. But you can potentially get higher tier items lower down in the chain. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. But keep an eye on this. These are the two things that really matter in your life skills, and you have to get the refining study up as soon as possible. If you're doing a lot of crafting and you didn't realize, if you're crafting a lot of items, sorry, once again, all over the place. If you're crafting a lot of weapons, right? Whatever it is. If I were to make this jade flute right now, let's just make it, right? Let's make this jade flute. I can make it. Impure jade flute. Cool. Refining mastery plus 40. So I just got 40 extra. 1, 2, 3, 4. This flute's not that good, but it doesn't matter. I just got 40 extra refining. So if you have designs, a bunch of designs in your inventory or anything like that, definitely be sure to get rid of those. And by get rid of those, I mean actually use them and make the item. If we don't need the item and it's a crap item and we're not pulling any skills off of it, it doesn't matter. We're eventually going to either smelt it down and just get the essence from it, try to pull the attributes off, like what I was trying to say there, and then if it doesn't work, you can just take all that stuff that you got anyway that's not very good and then just turn it into something else with the refining. It's the circle of life in the game. It really just pulls everything together. There's no reason to worry about losing items or getting items or not being able to get stuff early on in the game. There's no race. This is the race. Forget about, in fact, let's just backtrack one more second here. Forget about level 4 and 5 stage beasts. Get blue items. Get blue items now. Get your friends to trade you blue items. Don't tell them what you're doing. Lie. Lie to all your friends. Tell them that you need the blue items. If they don't give you, don't worry about them refining. Let you refine them, and then you're going to give them something better. It's better that way. That's not even a lie. That's the truth. But you have to trick them into believing you, and that's the hardest part about life. For real, though. I mean, that's the idea. You need to be able to take all of the blue items that you can get from everybody else, plus make sure you're grinding as many purple items as possible. Take all of those attributes, like I showed you in the last video, pull them off, put them on a 1-5 skill or 6 skill if you have a epic or higher tier item. Consolidate your inventory, bring everything together, take all of those essences and crack them down and refine it. And refining is the meta. Once you get that all the way up, there's no stopping you. You're going to be a damn market mogul. You're going to be the Warren Buffet of your server, all right? Now, that happens to be me on my server, so don't you even dare think about it. But on your server, if you're on a different server, you can try it. You can go ahead and try, buddy. Anyway, let's get back down to business. And now I've made my point. So this is the reason why you want to do the life skills. I have different tiers of things I can refine. So you have to do a basic refinement, quality refinement, rare refinement, uncommon refinement, excellent refinement. And then these are the 2 that are still locked. I'm about to unlock this one, hopefully. Not right this second. If I do it on stream, that'd be amazing, but that ain't happening. We know better than that. I'm going to show you an excellent refinement, I think. I'm going to be able to show you that. If not, I'm going to show you what I've been doing when I can't do my highest tier refinements. Because in reality, I think this is correct. You want to do your highest tier refinements down, and then work your way back up to your highest tier refinement. So you go highest tier, then the next tier that you can fill up, and the next tier under that, then you can fill up, and the next tier under that you can fill up. You get rid of all your essence, fill up more inventory, or free up more inventory slots. We need more inventory slots. Free those up with the refining, right? You do all your excellent, then you do your uncommon, then you do your rare, then you do your quality, then you do your basics. You work all the way down, and then after you've done that, you go through all those items, smelt them down, get the essence, pull the attributes off if you can, right? And then go back down and do excellent refining again. Do the uncommons again. Do the rares again. Go all the way through. Get rid of all your essence. Now let me just explain the process. I know I haven't even touched refining it, but that's really the most basic thing. Everybody's probably even tried it. You probably understand it already. But now I think, hopefully, I've explained what you're looking for, and that's really the more important thing. It's not even can you bring the horse to water. It's can you teach a water how to find the water by itself. And you're my little horses, everybody. So here, this is what we're going to do now. We're going to try to do this refinement. It requires 8,000. If you divide 8,000 by 5, what is that number right now? We're gonna take 6 minutes. I'm gonna let you guys figure that answer out. It's 1,600. Congratulations, right? So all we need is 16. We need 5 different 1,600 pieces. I shouldn't invite myself to a party really quickly so I don't get spammed. Shout out to my Brazilian boys. What was I? Okay, so we need 1,600 fire. Right? Which, guess what? We just got a jade flute. I might not have 1,600 besides this jade flute. I've been doing a lot of refining lately. Okay, so that was it. So if you run out of stuff... Now, here's the thing. I used to get mad about this game, too, because you think you would need to leave the menu to go reprocess, but here's the reality. I don't need this jade flute. I'm not gonna pull any skills off of it. You can reprocess out of your storage, technically, in your refining window. You don't think of it like that at first, and in fact, it almost seems like you're unable to do that, but in reality, if you understand the meta, if you watch that last video you just saw, we realize we don't need this jade flute. I don't need to go into my smelting window to get rid of it. So guess what? 1,600 jade flute. Let's go. Bye. Okay, we filled the fire requirement. Now we got 8,000 more we got to fill, right? Sorry, no, whatever it is. 60, what? 400? Okay, great. Okay, let's see if I have any earth. We have 1 rare earth for 1,600. We have one metal for 1600. I'm only going to be able to do one of this class, which is what I was saying. So we're going to do one here, and then I'm going to show you the other tier. We also have a bunch of Thunderwood at 2000. You could... Oh, we have 16s too. Okay, we're going to drop two 16s here. These 2000s I can use on the next level, so I'm not going to use them if I don't need to. But you can always... In fact, I'll just show you what I'm talking about. No, that's a 12 then. Right. Okay. So we have this one Jade Flute, which compensates for the fire requirement. Now I have a bunch of Thunderwood. 2,000 times 2, that's 4,000, right? That means we have 4,000 left over. Minus 1,600. Is it 16 or 12? Right. So then that's what? 2,400. Now 2,400 divided by 2 is... What the damn did I just do? Sorry. 2,400 minus 1,600. That's going to be 800, right? And then, so that's the last piece we need here. Do we have an extra 800? I totally miscounted this. What did I do here? 2,000... Quick maths, guys. Really gonna confuse everybody on this. I think that's a 2,000, 4,000, and then let's just say that 5,600, and then another 16 would make it 7,200, and then the 800 would be the last little cherry on top. That would be the last 800 for 8,000. I think my math was correct on that one. Anyway, guys. If you can't fill a requirement, you can always hit refresh here. Refresh does help in certain scenarios, especially if you have calories. I also did another video on how to make calories. That should help you as well. So just keep that in mind, guys. You never have to do the one that they give you, but you can cycle like fire twice as well. So it might not be worth it. You might be spending like 2,400 calories just to get out of fire, whereas you could literally just figure out something to reprocess that you don't need. Or, sorry, I keep saying reprocess, but I mean smelt, essentially. Reprocess is an EVE Online term. In fact, I should... whatever. The SEO on my videos, people might type in reprocess, and so I should include that as part of the description, because reprocess and smelt kind of mean the same thing, at least to my knowledge. But it's not something that people understand in this game. But it was something I would search for. Anyway. We're going to do the refinement. We're going to get stars here. Don't forget, you can always, if you don't have what you need as far as a requirement, you can always look for your weapons. Hopefully we get 2 stars here, and that will show you that 60% increase that was part of my life skills. But right now, we don't have any. We just finished all of our refinement. That's why we didn't have any extra. I'm kind of like low right now on my essence. We're going to do this refinement. We're going to see how many we get. We filled the requirement. We have 8,000 max. We did 1,600 fire. We didn't need to use our refresh. Let's hit craft. Unsoul Shield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skill Unsoul Shield. Right? It's not one of the higher tier Atmos or Dawn. It's still 5 skills, though. What do you want me to do about it? Does this come with 4 skills right off the bat? I think it does. I forget if it does or doesn't. But that's not bad. I can probably just sell this on the market right now, to be honest. In fact, I think I have extra shields. It's almost the weekend. Right? Why not? Let's just go for it, right? We got this equipment. We'll just hit up the auction house really quickly. And I mean, that's really the magic of the situation. We're going to see what we can get for this. I don't know if we can get a lot, but we can see. Filter, rare by equipment. And by rare, I mean epic. And that's actually what I said the first time. This is mine. I don't want to get rid of, or I don't want to do anything besides just sell this because it's 5 skills. I'm not going to pull any off, and I don't have any extra shields, so I might as well just try to sell it. Forget it. Let's just sell it max price. Let's try to sell it max price. See what happens. I want to get doodle. So I need to get some amber going on, or some rubies. For someone who gives out keys on live stream, oh, that's what I wanted to mention. Guys, don't forget, I give out keys on live stream, twitch.tv/unclemusclez. Don't forget to hit that like, follow, subscribe button, comment down below. Help my algorithm. Let's go, baby boys. It's September. Let's go. There we go. We sold that. We're going to go back in the refining window. We're going to see how many stars we got there. We got 2. Hey! Yay, so that's cool, right? We did 1 and we got 2. So when this fills all the way up, it's kind of gives us a better chance of getting like Atmos or Dawn 5 skill. But like I've gotten like, so like we just got, what was that? An Unsoul 5 skill shield. That's pretty rare, to be honest. Those are hard to come by. They're not as rare as some other items, but those are hard to come by, right? It would have been nice if it was Dawn or Atmos. If we got this all the way to, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stars, 10 stars, it would give us a chance of getting a higher class, higher tier. I've heard that it goes up 2 levels sometimes. I've never had that happen to me. I've had it go up once. And then I don't know, let's just say if you're going from purple to yellow or from epic to whatever it is, do you have a chance of getting a 6 skill on a yellow even from just coming from Dawn or Atmos? I don't know. I don't know the specifics on that, but the reality is that you have a chance of getting much higher skill abilities from doing the refinement. So you should definitely look into that. Now, as you saw before, I'm kind of low. So what is my process? Well, actually, I literally just did this. You can see a lot of these, I don't have any stars in right now. It's because I just completed the full chain of stars. Yeah, like on every level, to be honest. I just went and cleaned out my inventory. I was like, oh yeah, this is the way to do it. This makes sense. But I'll show you one more time now. So like this one's just for 5,000. We can do an uncommon refinery. I wanted to see how much I got for that. How much mastery I got for that. But this requires 5,000, 1,000 fire, right? So we'll scroll back down to fire. Bam. And I have a bunch of extra fire here for 800. So that's good for the lower levels. Like you want to get rid of this. You don't want to sit on this, rather. If you sit on this, it's just items that you can potentially be refining down and either taking the attributes off and then refining it and then smelting that down and using it to refine it again. It's like you just keep going. Just always keep going. Don't leave anything in your inventory. Make sure all this is as little as possible if you can. It's kind of a boring process, but in reality, that's the idea. Because that's the fastest way you're going to get off from it being stuck on a 4 skill item, and that's the fastest way you're going to be getting off of sticking on a 5 skill item. Unless they make that content more accessible to newer players. But right now, unless you're going to the PvP zone and you're trying to grind out yellows for weeks on end, to be honest, like we have SEA players on our server. They've been trying to just hone in their skills. They have a bunch of Ortsy gear, and that's good. But like if we just put as much time as they put into doing the grinding there, which the risk is fairly high considering it's PvP and it's kind of hard to take over the situation or take over the area if you're already a significant disadvantage. Uh-oh, that's not good. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so my point is that if you're having a hard time attaining items, invest your time and see if you can invest your guildmates' time and other people's time in taking their items and then help them out in the future too. Don't be selfish, you know what I mean? But like in reality, it's like this should be going to one person if you can. The blues are the only items we can really trade right now. And the most important asset in the game currently, besides dung, of course, would be these essence crystals or whatever they call it, essence shards. My phone just rang and also my microphone dropped. I'm not going to edit this video. You can't make me, but I think we made the point here. I'm going to just do one more really quickly. We're going to fill in the fire. In fact, because I have so much fire, what I do... Oh, no. If I had 800 or if I had 32 of the 1000s, I would. Normally, it doesn't matter. Like, don't worry about just stacking up, at least in my opinion, until like you really run out of it. Like I'm not. It's not going to ask me for 9 specific earths. So I can just put in that 1 fire and then the 4 earth and craft it. Just go through your inventory. I know I'm making it seem like it's... And look at that. We got a purple attribute off that. That's great. Anyway, I got to restart my computer. Obviously, you just heard why my mic just dropped. I really appreciate you guys hanging out and checking out this video. Sorry, most of it is just kind of analysis and trying to explain the larger process. Most of you guys probably understand what's going on in here, but really, I'm trying to explain to you guys what you want to look out for and why it's important. So hopefully this helped. Guys, check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/unclemusclez. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. We're doing September on Twitch. I've never done it. This is the first month I think I've ever really done it before. So, and people have been really, really helpful. So I really do appreciate it. I was going to maybe try Fractured today, but that's probably not going to happen. On top of that, what else? If you guys have anything you want to add to this, please drop in the comments below. Also, check out the Worst Team Ever. We are on the U.S. region, Eastmount, CloudSea 305 server. Worst Ever is the name of the clan. Recruitment is open, baby boys and girls. I will see y'all soon. I really do appreciate the support. Y'all my best friendsies. And that's it. Love y'all. I'm out. Bye.